Exporting Premiere is not as easy as just hitting export and moving on. If done incorrectly, your video can look choppy, blurry, or just be unviewable. Export settings can make or break a video, and in this video I'm going to show you the best export settings to use for your next project. So what exactly is exporting? Exporting is the process of converting your timeline into a playable, shareable file that is able to be played on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or delivered to clients. Your export settings determine your video's resolution, frame rate, quality, file size, and more. Get just one of these wrong and your video can look completely off. Let's open the export window in Premiere Pro. This window can look overwhelming at first, but there's just a few key parts you need to know. First is format, and you need to choose the right format based on your output needs. A few common ones are H.264. This is best for social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. It creates an MP4 file with a great balance of quality and file size. H.265 is a newer codec with better compression than H.264. It's good for 4K delivery and mobile uploads, but not supported on all devices. Apple ProRes is ideal for professional workflow, color grading, and archiving. This has a much larger file size, but minimal compression for a loss. This is best to use when transferring file size meant to be edited further. You'll also need to choose a preset that fits your video's needs. Here are 4 common ones that I like to use. Match source. It's a good all-purpose preset that keeps your export similar to your timeline settings. YouTube 1080p is optimized for YouTube uploads with recommended bitrate and frame settings. Mobile device 1080p is great for Instagram, TikTok, or Reels. Uses vertical resolution and a lower bitrate. Or high-quality 4K, ideal for final delivery for clients in 4K resolution with the highest bitrate settings. Under basic video settings, check and make sure that resolution frame size is 1920 by 1080p for full HD, 3840 by 2160 for 4K, or 1080p by 1920p for vertical videos. Make sure your frame rate matches your sequence, usually either 24, 30, or 60 FPS, and make sure your aspect ratio matches your content. 16 by 9 for horizontal videos, 9 by 16 for vertical videos, and 1:1 video for square videos that you would see on Instagram. Now we can move on to our bitrate settings. Bitrate controls your video's quality and its file size. Basically, it's how much data is packed into every second of your video. There's 2 presets you can choose from. CPR for consistent bitrate, keeps the same quality throughout, but it has a larger file. You can use VBR, which is a variable bitrate, which adapts to what's happening on screen, smaller file size with good quality. A good starting point for your bitrate would be, for 1080p, shoot for 10 to 15 megabits per second. For 4K, shoot for 20 to 30 megabits per second. And for TikTok and Reels, make sure you shoot for 4 to 8 megabits per second. Next, let's look at our audio settings. Your audio sample rate should run about 48,000 Hertz. Your bitrate should be 320 kilobits per second for clean sound. And just to make sure your audio levels don't peak over -6. This is the industry standard for video. It captures more audio than the 44,100 usually used for music, and ensures better sync and playback across platforms. So now that we know how to export our video, what settings should we use for each platform? For YouTube, 1080p or 4K presets for horizontal content. For Instagram or TikTok, use custom 1080 by 1920p vertical layout. For client delivery, I would use H.264 or H.265 for high bitrate, or use ProRes. And that's how you export videos professionally in Premiere Pro. I know the export window can look very intimidating, but hopefully now you kind of have an understanding on how it works. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.